Hello YouTube land! My name is KestalKayden and today we are playing Minecraft. I'm going to be going over a tutorial on how to create a pitfall trap in conjunction with a death trap at the end. This is going to be the final product aside from the finishing touches, but this will just show you the basics of what I intend to do. So, first and foremost, I intend to cause a bit of a, false sense of security by putting torches here, just so, they won't actually check. Here, however, we have a simple tripwire. As soon as the tripwire hits, it goes to first off, a repeater on the maximum 4 setting, and then triggers these 4 sticky pistons. Yes, I am that particular about how I build things. So let's test it out. I go through, and then it drops me to the bottom. And as soon as I drop to the bottom, it, covers it back up. And as soon as I hit here, we have a bunch of dispensers basically causing you instant death. Because what we're going to be putting into them are arrows. Okay, so because I am a good sport, what I will do is demonstrate this for you guys. So, just to make sure if I do have my home set. Okay, good. My home is in fact right here. So, I'm going to just chuck that. And we will, switch into survival mode. Let's see how it goes. Oopsies, wrong way. I was in the exit. Okay, let's try it again. So, unsuspecting, we're going right through, we're exploring, and down we go. No chance to react, and you are honestly dead. It's awesome that way. And, yeah, it is actually quite awesome. Oh, that's my other tutorial, my bad. Let's go back to my home. So, was that fun? I sure hope so. Let's go collect... arrow spam. I'm just collecting all the arrows. I might as well. See, by the time you actually have even a remote chance on reacting, it launched, how many stacks of arrows at you. There's no way that you'd actually be able to survive that in enough time for you to actually react. So, what I'm going to do is show you the basics on how to actually get this set up. It might not be identical because, I'm kind of going on the fly here, but it'll be fun to watch. Okay, so first and foremost, how big was this actually? By itself, it would have been a 4x4. So, I'm actually just going to get the floor set up. Okay. So we have that. We have our false sense of security, which is the torch. It really will throw people off, and that's the whole point of it, right? Okay, I am just going to speed the video up just so I can actually build some of the basics. Alright, this is our starting frame. So, as you can see, we have our area where we have our false torch of security, and then we are going to be hiding tripwire in this passage right here. As you can see, it is now connected. And you know what? It's not really that easy to see. And chances are, if you're actually walking straight into something, you will not notice it. I'm sorry. So it's actually great that way. Now we're actually going to be hollowing this part out, for starters anyway. You'll want to dig past one more beyond that, because actually we're going to be using sticky pistons. Just going to get that set up right now. And the reason why we're digging one more beyond is because we're going to actually have to use the spot right here, for stone. And what happens is when the sticky piston is activated, it will close. Now, I know you're wondering what's going on. This is the opposite. Well, basically what we'll have to do is actually set up an inverter, which is what the next part is. So all we have to do first off is calculate where this is and figure out how to go from here. So here is the tripwire, and what we want to do is we want it to actually open when the tripwire goes off. So to do that, what we'll first want to do is actually get a repeater going, because if not, then people who aren't sprinting will not be able to, you know, fall down. And we want everybody to fall down, not just people who are sprinting like madmen. Right? Right. Okay, so here is what I did. Because of this torch being right here, if you actually haven't checked out my previous tutorials, this is called a NOT gate. What it will do is it will invert the current from the opposite end. So if I activate if I activate a switch, it will close. The reason for that is this torch here on the opposite end of this powder and repeater will invert the current. The default state is on, so when I flip the tripwire, what will happen is this powder will turn on, which will invert this current, which will then, you know, open it up technically. And that's how we want to do it. So again, sorry if that was a little confusing. If you guys do need a refresher, do check out my previous tutorial on redstone gates or logic gates. If you do a YouTube search on it, you'll probably be able to find it, but I mean, if you click on my playlist for Minecraft how-to, it will definitely be in there. And trust me guys, it's worth it. You will learn a whole bunch of gates, which can definitely help you out in a lot of contraptions like this. And there we have it. So that's about it. We have that closed up right now, which is nice. So what we're going to do is we're also, again, going to create that false sense of security. I'm actually just going to finish this up right here. And the only downside about this is you do have to put that extra block here, so I might actually even just stick one there. And in we are. So that is the first part. I'm actually just going to make it look all pretty. But in reality, we have the basics of a trap. So all we really have to do is just fall down, and I need a torch in here. What you'll want to do, just for aesthetic purposes, is cover those up. I don't know why I like doing it, I just do. From here, what you want to do is dig even further down so they don't have a chance of actually getting up. I mean, if you really want, you can create a 20 block drop for them, but I like to be a little bit more creative with that, and that is using dispensers. And really, all you really need is, in all honesty, you probably only really need about a stack of arrows. I used a bunch of arrows, but in reality, it won't take that much to actually kill a person, especially with the setup that we have. So I mean, here is the basic setup. They drop down, and you know that they're going to drop down somewhere in the center, so it's not like it actually matters. And we will want to hollow this area out, just so it's a little bit harder for them to actually know what the heck is going on. We will want to fill up the floor with tripwire. And I mean, in reality, you don't even need all this tripwire. In reality, you only need 2 strands of it, and as soon as they drop down, you can actually create a latch repeater. And, well, not latch repeater, sorry, a latch redstone gate, or a memory cell, so you can actually continuously basically just create a pulsar. So as soon as they drop down, it'll just go on forever. But yeah, no, this is all that it is. I mean, in reality, you could even create like a second layer over here, but I don't want to. But that will confuse them. It really, really will. I've seen that happen before. And yeah. So in reality, all you'd really need to do now is just set up your dispensers. Oopsies. But yeah. As you saw, this killed them rather fast. Anyways, this is about it for this tutorial, and, you know, try to make sure to have your way back first. So just to do another quick test, what we're going to do, well, hold on. Just because I'm weird this way, I do want to put torches here just so it looks semi-legit. Anyway, they're walking, etc., and bam! Then they get launched in the face with a bunch of arrows and with no escape. Quite fun. Anyways, guys, I hope this has been a helpful tutorial on how to create a piston trap piston pitfall trap and a dispenser death trap. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Leave comments down below. Tell me what I should be doing next. And, you know, just be creative. That's all that you ask for yourselves, right? A dispenser keeps going off. Anyway, until next time, guys, have fun.